Hey, it's Nick with Q102, and I can't even stand it. Zac Efron is here. Hey, Zac.
How's it going?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
You know, I have to admit, I'm going to be a total girl, but there's not too many people that I get excited to meet anymore, but you are definitely one of them.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
So everybody's so obsessed with Bieber, and I'm like, who cares about Bieber? And then they're like, Zac's coming. I'm like, what?
Great.
I do have to ask, we're going to get into Charlie St. Cloud, which opens July 30th, but I have to ask, how do you feel about Justin Bieber taking your hair thunder?
Oh, dude, he's got his own thing going. It's pretty rad to me.
Because it was all about your hair, then all of a sudden Bieber comes in, they're talking about Bieber's hair. I'm like, what about Zac's hair? Like, it's still good.
Oh, he's got pretty good hair.
Do you have Bieber fever?
I do.
Good.
Yeah, I love that song.
I know, right?
I keep trying to make it my ringtone.
I'm sure you could find it.
Yeah.
So Charlie St. Cloud opens July 30th, which is the day after my 30th birthday. So you should come back and come to my party.
Oh, done.
Okay,
I'll be there.
perfect. So the cool thing about the movie, I was cool, and I got to see it, and I thought it was interesting because, like I said, it's a lot of different levels. Like, a mom could enjoy it, or her 14-year-old daughter could enjoy it, and I think it's a lot of really great kind of life lessons just about how love transcends from family into like romantic love. Did you sense that that's when you read the script? Is that kind of what draw you to the movie?
Yeah, I recognized the second I read the script that it was a very unique story, and you're right, there's so many facets of love, so many different kinds of love that you can experience in this life, and not forgetting love for yourself and love for your own life, and so it really is amazing. It sort of defies genre. You wouldn't really call it a pure romance, but it is kind of a character piece between these two brothers and their relationship. There's definitely something for everyone, and the coolest thing for me is that sort of early on, people that have seen the movie already, they come up to me, and every person will say something different that they got out of it. A lot of people with siblings come out and they say, man, you really captured what it was like for me with my brother and my sister. Yeah. And then some people come out and, they really love the love story between Charlie St. Cloud and the girl.
Well, there's a little bit of like suspense in it too, because there's like a couple of scenes you're like, oh my God, like what's going to happen? And you're kind of like, which I thought was cool. But I have to ask you, there's this one scene where you're on the saucers and I'm not going to give too much away, but did you really do that?
Yeah, we really did. It's amazing, actually.
Because that sounds so fun.
It is. That's in the Glade, so it's sort of this place where Charlie sees
his
Sam's
brother
ghost, and you're right. We kind of like surf on these garbage,
like
trash can lids.
Yeah, like garbage pail and lids or something.
Yeah, and it was amazing. We actually got to practice for that a couple days.
That's so cool.
It was so fun. I mean, it was essentially skimboarding. If you've ever skimboarded, it's like a shallow water kind of surfing a little bit. And except it was really hard because without any sense of direction or a board that's pointed, you just fall and you fall hard. So
it looked so fun. I'm like, I have to ask him about that.
It was fun, but it was really painful too. We just took so many spills, especially on like the head forward kind of stuff. It was really hard. Now,
what about like it's very sailing-esque? Have you ever done that before?
I had sailed before, or I'd been on sailboats before. I had never sailed before myself. I was never at the tiller. In other words, I wasn't crewing the boat. Right. I was hanging out below deck and just thought it was cool that they could cram so many beds into such a small space. Yeah. Well,
the cinematography with the movie is great too.
Cool,
you know what I mean? So everybody's going to love it. But so I want to, since we are in 2010, it's very like web and internet-esque. Like as Zac Efron, what's the first website you go to when you wake up in the morning?
When I wake up in the morning, actually lately I've been going to, I think it's Drudge Report.
Really?
Yeah, because they have so much cool stuff.
Yeah,
that's on there
it's kind of funny. Everybody always says Twitter, but it's like Ludacris said USA Today. Now Zac Efron says the Drudge Report. I love it.
It's it's sort of the same thing. They all link to each other. Every you can find out everything important from almost like one source these days.
No, so you have, is that your iPhone?
Yeah.
So you have not a BlackBerry guy, you're an iPhone guy?
No, I just got my new
iPhone 4.
Yeah, brand new iPhone.
What's your favorite app?
Man, there's so many right now. I'm playing. Gosh, I don't know. Let me flip through real quick. I'm gonna unlock it. I'm listening to Eminem's Recovery album.
Right now. What do you think?
I really love it. I think it's great.
I think he lost his edge when he lost the bleach.
You think so?
Yeah, like I think when he got the brown hair, like he's just not as badass as he was before. I mean, it's still good.
He's still spitting. It's really
oh,
good.
he's spitting. I love it.
It's really good. I don't know. I love all the camera applications. Like,
you're big into photography. Is it like a hobby?
Yeah. Oh, right now I'm playing Robot Unicorn Attack. It's like that Adult Swim game.
There's something that Jordan Sparks told us. It's called like a Birds Attack or something. It's
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds. That's it. She was like talked about it for like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, about the Angry Birds.
That's pretty much what we do in the car in between radio stations and.
Play iPhone apps. What about the Jersey Shore? Do you fist pump?
You know what? I'm not too familiar with the show. I haven't actually seen it yet.
Come on.
I know. What? I feel so out of touch.
YouTube it because after you were on the cover of People magazine for Sexy's Bodies, your abs are better than the Situations.
Oh man, thank you.
Maybe we'll do like a side by side, like Zac's abs and the Situations abs. Right. But like, just for the guys that are listening, because you know guys are obsessed. Like, what are some tips that keep you fit? Because you're every magazine, you're Zac Efron coming out of the gym, Zac Efron going for a run. Like, do you enjoy exercising, or do you feel you have to do it for work?
You know, I think it's not that it's for work. I mean, of course, I want to. In terms of like agility and strength and all that stuff, right. I think it's important to stay fit for work. You know, the kind of characters that I eventually want to get into playing are the type of guys that get out into the world and do stuff. You know?
Right.
They're not couch potatoes like I am. You know, so. I think also for me, it's just a moment to myself. You know,
right.
It's I can control everything that goes on, and I just sort of forget about everything. Forget about press and radio and interviews and that kind of stuff, and just kind of
it's just your
zen
time
out and do my thing. You know, so that's really what it is for me. It's kind of like an escape.
That's really cool. Yeah. Now, you're not on Twitter? You're not a big Twitter addict?
No Twitter, no Facebook. If you have me as a friend, it's not me or my little brother or my mom or my dad or anyone that knows me.
Is it just that you don't want to feel so connected because you feel like you're out there already?
Yeah, I think there's enough,
enough Zac for everybody.
I
don't know if we could. I mean, but it is interesting. Like, and I don't know if there's like some celebrities that are so obsessed with it, that like can't stop. And then there's other ones that just say the same thing with you. They're like, people take our picture all the time, and we're all over the place. Like, enough. I just need some time to myself.
I would never want to feel force fed upon anybody.
Right.
And I think sometimes inadvertently, it doesn't happen on purpose, but I think that's what happens sometimes. And I want people to be curious if they ever come out and see a movie or want to come out and see a movie like Charlie St. Cloud.
Right.
That maybe they haven't been, what's the word I'm looking for? Overexposed.
That's
no
I think that's
overexposure before the movie. You still want to be curious when you come out and see it.
What about the tears? Were the tears real in the movie?
Yeah.
Because that was deep. I was like, oh my God, Zac. I'm like, you went from choreographed moves to tears. I was like, you won me over.
All right. Good.
Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
It's so lovely talking to you.
That was awesome. And I'm still blushing. Zac Efron, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much.